G'day trendsetters, Phat Cruiser here, your friendly Illawarra motor vlogger. How are we going today, guys? Yes, as you can see, I am squidding it, partially squidding it anyway. It's been a immensely hot day here today in the Shellharbour area, in Wollongong area, and we're going out for a bit of a night ride just to cool down. And you know what? It's the first time I've ever done it, and I'll tell you what, I'm not going to fucking do it again because it's scaring the shit out of me. But we'll be right, hopefully. I've got pretty good confidence in my own riding ability. I've just got to worry about the other dickheads out on the road. Anyhow, this is a response video to a video by Whoa Miss Nelly, released the other week, about her experience during Christmas time. So she asked for video responses, so I thought I'd give it a crack. So what I thought I'd do is I'd take it back to when I was a kid and how we celebrated Christmas back then. Now, when I was younger, we used to celebrate Christmas two times. First of all, my dad is of European heritage. He's from Switzerland, in fact. So we used to celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. And what we'd do is we'd go to either one of my aunties or older cousins' houses, whoever was elected the responsibility of hosting the event for that year, and we'd arrive to a massive mountain of presents and enough food to feed a small third world country. And one of the uncles or older cousins would dress up as Santa. We'd go up and sit on his knee, he'd give out the gifts, and we'd take photos, etc. And that was fantastic. By the end of the night, we'd head home with more toys than we knew what to do with. We'd all have very full bellies from a massive amount of food, and most of the adults went home with one or two beverages under their belts as well. And you have to understand, back then, drink driving wasn't identified as much of an issue as it is these days, obviously. And then we go home, hit the sack, and get ready to wake up on Christmas morning. So we'd wake up on Christmas morning. Surprisingly, there would be gifts for everyone, for all the kids, from Santa or from our parents after we knew about the whole charade. So we'd open our gifts and then prepare to go and celebrate Christmas Day, Christmas lunch at my auntie's place. So we'd go there. She put on a great spread with all the trimmings, you know, roast pork and smoked ham and all the salads and prawns. So it'd be another massive feast for our already undulating bellies. And the younger cousins and I and my sisters, we'd amuse ourselves for Christmas during Christmas lunch. And that was pretty much how we celebrated Christmas Day. So I guess since then, there have been a few different changes. Obviously, I'm a lot older than when I was a kid. You know, I'm middle-aged now. I've got a couple of kids of my own. So the way I celebrate Christmas has changed considerably from back then when I was a kid. So these days, you know, Christmas Eve, the whole Christmas Eve thing with my dad's side of the family kind of fizzled out when my dad's mother passed away. So we don't really celebrate Christmas Eve like we used to anymore. Christmas Day is very much celebrated pretty much the same way. The only difference being that my auntie is getting a little older these days, so my mum has taken over the responsibility of Christmas Day hosting duties, which, you know, works out pretty well. So on Christmas Eve, me and my ex-wife, we used to celebrate Christmas Eve by having a bit of a barbecue and a piss-up, getting the kids all excited for Santa, etc., which used to be a lot of fun. And, you know, my kids, they still do spend Christmas Eve with my ex-wife, so I'm guessing they do pretty much the same thing these days, minus the Santa, of course, because they are a little grown up for that now. And as far as Christmas Day goes, I have the kids on Christmas Day and we go to my mother's place. She puts on a great spread, just like my auntie always did, and we open up, you know, gifts together. We do the whole Secret Santa bit these days. My parents still buy for my kids and my nieces and nephews, obviously. But for the adults, we share Kris Kringle or Secret Santa. So the adults all get to open up a gift as well as all the kids. and it's just a great family day. And having Christmas Day at my parents' place now, the house that they're living in at the moment, now has a swimming pool, which is fantastic for my kids. They love to go for a dip on what is quite often a very hot Christmas day here in Australia. And I guess the other big change that has happened in the way that I celebrate Christmas since I was a kid would be with Christmas lights. Now, as my kids were growing up, over the years I became quite motivated to decorate the house that I was living in with Christmas lights. And that went up until just a couple of years ago. I used to, spend about a week putting up Christmas lights. So for me, it's all things flashing. Whether it's long strings of LED rope lights, in rows up on the roof, or silhouettes pinned to the bricks, or icicles, or flashing bulbs, or even, little figurines. I had a set of, little elves on Christmas presents on a seesaw that I used to put on the lawn. And I used to go the whole hog and decorate the house to the nines with lights. And as long as it flashed and it lit up, that's what I would get, and I would put it on. And I kept that up until a couple of years ago. So 2014 was probably the last time that I did the Christmas lights. And that was only because last year I had recently come off my total hip replacement. So I wasn't really able to get up and down the ladder or spend the time that it took to put those lights up for 2015. So there were no Christmas lights last year. And to be honest, this year my kids haven't really shown the same enthusiasm that they have in previous years for the lights. So I haven't really put anything up. We're already mid-December, getting just a week or so out from Christmas, and I still don't have any Christmas lights out. So I guess it's not really going to happen this year. Who knows? Maybe next year I'll get the spark, pardon the pun, and give the Christmas lights a go again next year, because I really do enjoy putting the Christmas lights up. It's great to see the looks on the kids' faces in the neighbourhood when they come past to have a look. So I'll probably get it going again next year and see how we go. But for this year, I think we'll give it another break. So I'll take 2 years off and we'll get back on the horse next year. So that's basically how I celebrate Christmas and how it's changed over the years. So like Whoa Miss Nelly, I would love to hear from other people about how they celebrate Christmas. Or even if it's not Christmas that you celebrate, is there something else that happens at this time of the year that you guys acknowledge and get together for as a family? I'd particularly be interested to know from our Northern Hemisphere guys. I'm pretty sure, most Aussie Christmases are pretty much the same. People get together, have a barbie, a few drinks, and get together as a family. But what I'd be interested to know is how our Northern Hemisphere people celebrate Christmas in the colder climates. Whether it's in Europe or North America. And if you are a YouTuber, please feel free to make a response video. So I'd love to see that. So, as I dangerously squid throughout the industrial areas of Wollongong here and try and keep up with the guys that I'm riding out with tonight, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up, share it around your social media, leave me a comment down below, let's discuss how everyone celebrates their Christmases, and make sure you've clicked the hell out of that subscribe button. So I've been Phat Cruiser, you've been bloody awesome, ride safe, and I'll catch you on the flip side. So just before I go, I just wanted to show you what I got in the mail today from iRide Tasmania. He writes, Mr. Phat Cruiser, thanks so much bro for your friendship and support as well as your great videos and generosity. You help give all motorcyclists and motovloggers a great name. Here are some stickers to light the fire with or any other pursuit you feel they're worthy of. Hope you have a great Christmas. Best regards to your fam for the new year. Hope 17 brings a face-to-face. Your mate, iRide Tas. So thank you, iRide, very much for these stickers. As always, one of these will go on the sticker board right here, right now, and the other one will go on my helmet. So let me just take a look at these for a second, and I'll just decide what we're going to do. I'm going to put one of these ones up on the sticker board. So let's have a look here. Great looking stickers there, and I think we're going to put you right up the top here. And there we are, iRide Tas, King of the Hill, up on the Phat Cruiser sticker board. Thanks mate, catch you soon.